Hey people, welcome to the channel. And Argentina is finally looking for a new service rifle. Yes, the legendary FAL that has been in service for so long is finally getting some kind of replacement. There you have, what a beauty of a rifle. The right arm of the free world, made in Argentina. Ah, damn it. What a fantastic. And interesting enough, we're moving now into heavier, bigger guns, right? Ironically enough. But hey, I see the point, right? I do understand that you need a lighter rifle. 5.56 is the standard, even though the United States is now moving to the 2.7 whatever Fury bullshit. But I mean, given that the United States has adopted the P320 over the Glock, I don't believe that the U.S. military is an example to follow when it comes to small arms. I'm sorry if you feel this is a little bit uncalled for, but I think that the proof is visible for all of us to see. Now, in the case of Argentina, they're looking to replace the FAL. It's a heavy rifle, it's a big rifle, great rifle, but something like this, AR format, I think does make more sense. Now, the controversy here, and I'm open to comments below, let me know what you think, is that they're looking to replace it by buying these ARAD 5 and ARAD 7 rifles from Israel, nonetheless. Now, couple things, and I'll be super honest and upfront about this. And before I go on, if you want to learn more about realistic survival and preparedness, you have the channel with a ton of information. If you want to learn even more survival skills and surviving the economic collapse, it's a ton of valuable knowledge and information based on real life experience going through these things myself and years of dedication that I share with you through my books. And what I'm talking about here is what armed forces do, like the scandal of the SIG P320. It is embarrassing. We all knew that gun was nowhere near the level of reliability of legendary history that the Glock has. The Glock is the gun that first world nations adopt without even blinking. UK, France, every spec ops in the world that has they will go with that Glock. Oh, but the Glock is the standard. There's no other gun that comes close to the reliability and simplicity, and you go with that Glock. What about a rifle? Well, I guess that these days you go with a short stroke gas piston AR platform of one kind or another. Am I crazy for saying that? No, we need these bigger bullets because of the plates and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, sure, plates suck if you're shooting someone with plates, but it is too heavy. People can... The SIG Spear with a Fury round, it is already an embarrassment. The soldiers cannot even carry the thing, right? So, in the case of Argentina, they're looking to replace the FAL with the ARAD 7 DMR. Why are you replacing the FAL with another 308? You already have the FAL. Just stick with that for your 308 platform, right? If you want to give a gun to a designated marksman, right? This is the DMR, designated marksman rifle. Just go on using the one you already have. That's the FAL. It is the exact same caliber as the ARAD 7, and people already are familiar with it. Soldiers in Argentina know how to use it. So that is, I don't see a point. Now, what about the ARAD 5, the one that makes more sense in 5.56? Well, this doesn't make any sense either. Again, first of all, we are talking about buying guns from Israel. I don't think that's, I'll be completely honest with you. Politically speaking, I think this is an embarrassment. I think that buying guns from a country that is actively involved in, without a doubt, the worst genocide in modern history, even Trump himself admits this, so it's just completely uncalled for. So politically, and look how when you buy guns, there's the politics involved. Who am I buying it from? Who am I throwing a bone or throwing a contract? Or who am I trying to put in better light? And there's also corruption. I have no doubt that with the SIG P320, there was no way that happened without corruption. That is beyond idiotic, going with such a gun that fires on its own when dropped, fires on its own when in your holster, when you had the Glock, nothing less. In this case, politically, buying a gun from a genocide, the prime minister of Israel has an international warrant on him for crimes against humanity. That's the guy you're buying guns from. Politically, I don't think it makes any sense. Now, I believe that above everything, including feeling, should be right. What benefits Argentina? In my case, I would look at it that way. You would look at it in a similar way. Above everything else, what benefits the United States? Do I have the best gun for my U.S. soldiers? That's the one I want to get. Can I make that gun? Okay, I'll make it. Do I have to buy from someone else because we have no capability of it? Okay, you buy the best gun for your soldiers. And of course, there's going to be the price, but the contracts and this and that. But ideally, you simply want to have the best one, right? In the case of the SIG, it was, well, it's so much cheaper than the Glock. Okay, the United States military doesn't have money to buy Glocks? Really? Are you that poor? Just doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? Corruption, guys. It's called lobbying, but it's really corruption. In the case of Argentina, it's the same thing. Politically, it's an embarrassment from buying anything from Israel. But beyond that, why the fuck am I buying an AR-15 from Israel? The IWI is used by exactly who is it? Well, you have to go only Wikipedia and see where it's. So, is Brazil the San Paulo police? Is the Chile Special Forces? With all due respect to the friends in Chile, dude, it's Chile. You're not talking. Yeah, this is what Cobra in Austria uses, or the German special. No, it's Chile. Same thing for Ecuador. Even Israel themselves, they have it for the border police. What is it? The ones that got attacked in and overtaken by a guy in a parachute and a ventilator in his back. Yeah. Don't even get me started on that. Italian regiments, the Philippines Special Presidential Security, and Peru. Again, I don't see any first world developed country that has adopted this. There's no reason for it. Argentina has a tradition of making some fantastic guns, better than the Israeli ones, no doubt. Guns like the legendary FAL. If you can produce this gun, you can definitely produce an AR-15. No doubt whatsoever. This is all steel. This is all very high quality. These are guns that sell in the United States for $2,000, $3,000, maybe even more. A nice FMRG FAL will go for a freaking fortune. And so it should, sir. They are very high quality firearms. I know that very well. So if I have the capability of producing this, I can produce my own AR-15. Why the hell am I buying an AR from Israel? You produce your own. In fact, Bersa, which is an Argentine company, they make an AR-15. The Bar 15 is basically an AR-15. Why the hell am I buying a gun from Israel if I can make my own? Right? Why would I buy that when I can make my own AR made in Argentina with an Argentina company, with a company that will have to respond if they mess anything up, if the quality is not as it should be, any quality control issues, anything. And I'm not only doing that, I'm issuing to Argentine soldiers an Argentine weapon made in Argentina. I'm going with something that is benefiting the local industry as well. Why am I throwing a contract over there? And again, if you tell me that this is, oh no, we're just buying a bunch of HK 416s. All right, you're buying the best AR money can buy. You're going with HK. Sure. I mean, okay. I honestly would still think it makes more sense to make it locally, but I would not have as much of a problem if you're buying the best one. If you're buying an HK 416 or, like tier 1 stuff, yeah, that makes sense. When you look at those, you will see a bunch of special forces that you want to look like listed here. Not the case with this thing. So yeah, I don't see it. I think that the best thing to do will either be buying from a very high quality manufacturer, but ideally the best thing would be make it yourself. Make your own AR-15. Every country does it. Germany has like what, 3, 4, 5, 6 different manufacturers of ARs. Italy makes, again, like 3 or 4, some boutique fancy ARs, but some cheaper ones. Hell, Czech Republic makes. Every single country makes a bunch of ARs. Argentina can definitely do it themselves as well and not have to deal with contracts, especially not involving Israel, especially not at this moment. Guys, that's my take on this. If you have another thought or anything that you would like to share, let me know in the comments. I would love to know. See you later. Take care.